Improv.
Yesterday,
I
went
to
eat
at
your
favorite
garden
with
a
lovely
squirrel
named.
hutch.
Okay.
Hit
It.
hutch.
You know what it is now, boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
And we're back with more Until We Agree.
Okay.
I'm Tyler from Until We Agree.
Okay, it's crazy.
This guy hates improv. It's crazy. We're gonna have to get back on to teach him a thing or two next week. Hopefully, I'll ask him. But this guy he's giggling over there, man.
You're the one who said the word "okay" in the middle of a sentence that we were building together.
Okay, so here's the thing. What the audience didn't hear is before we went live, we were like, "Oh, okay, we'll end it with hit it Hutch so we can get into the intro."
Yeah.
And you just say Hutch out of nowhere. You didn't say we didn't get hit it Hutch. You just said Hutch.
Yeah.
I asked for another name.
The sentence wasn't done
and
yet.
It could have been a name of anybody we know or anybody we don't know. It could have been John Cena for all I know. And then we would have gotten
I can't
to
say
hit it Hutch.
John Cena because that's a first name and a last name. You would have had to say.
Let's
Cena.
be honest though, if you had said John, I would have said Cena, and we know that.
I
That's
don't
the
know.
kind of synergy we're on, and you just
Are
didn't
we?
think to go there.
Are we on that much
and
synergy?
That's why we need to get it back on here to kind of, I don't know. There's a magic that is missing because listen, I want to be the Cena to your John,
Yeah.
but it's not going to happen unless you're the John.
Right now, it's the John to my Stamos. You know, like we're not.
And we can't, and it's like John Cena. We can't see it.
Yeah. And I think what we need to do is get reps in. You're right. And I'll tell you right now, I have not been practicing improv, not even a little bit.
Oh, you haven't?
Is it showing?
No, it is because I've been practicing. I guess you could call it in the mirror, but
What
it's
does that mean?
no, and it's fine. It's fine.
What do you?
It's cool.
So what are you doing in the mirror? Like, what kind of what's
Have
your?
you heard of Yes and?
If anyone knows Yes and it's me. Yes and what are you
It's
doing?
the quickest improv partner you've ever seen.
Who you?
Yeah, because like it's instantaneous almost. I mean,
No time
whatever
to think.
the speed
yeah.
of light is in between me and the mirror. You know?
Sure. Yeah. That's a good point. Maybe no, I don't have a mirror on me right now, but if I did, I'd
I
probably
wouldn't
be
keep
better.
one around you either.
Yeah, just for morale. I like to keep it somewhere else. But we're gonna be okay looks wise. One of these days, I'm feeling it. So, like Tyler said, well,
yeah.
while Tyler's being very, frankly, more mean than he usually is to start the episode.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't see how you
Okay,
can
yes,
argue
and.
that. Okay. He did say, welcome back to Until We Agree. This is Matt from Until We Agree with Tyler from Until We Agree. Tyler dropped something on me right before the episode aired that he wants to do something special today. Something we've never.
You asked me if I had any ideas because you were fresh out, and I said,
Look, don't
"Let me brainstorm."
Don't put it like that.
No, and then I said, "Let me brainstorm." And about 3 minutes later, I thought of a great idea. And what I have for you is even more special because I'm gonna send you something. Roll it.
Okay.
Is he dumber than a bag of rocks, or sharp as a tack? There's a show hosted by Jeff Fox, but we can't really say that due to copyright reasons. So is Matt Howard smarter than? I guess it'd be like a person who's in their last year of elementary school, if that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't really roll off the tongue the same way.
You made that?
I mean, yeah.
It is.
No, I did.
It is your voice. I can't imagine
my voice.
who else would
that's-
have written a song like that.
That's me playing the two most simple guitar chords you've ever heard of.
Oh, let me guess.
And-
Let me guess. G
Okay. Yeah,
and C.
bro, that's the two. and
Yeah,
they're
it is.
alternating.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure it is. Yeah, Hutch does the same thing. He just does more chords and notes better. But music is
more
music.
talented.
Yeah, music is music, and that was frankly, I haven't heard you sing in a while. We used to jam all the time. You've stepped up a little bit. You're sounding good,
Well,
man.
and that's what we do over here at Until We Agree, because
Okay.
no, and that's because here we're weaseling back into the music game on the podcast because back in the day, I don't know, we forgot to celebrate 30 episodes. That was about 3 episodes ago.
No. Yeah.
But
No, do it now.
woo, 30 episodes.
Woo! Thank you for 30 episodes.
Applause. Can you cue some applause?
Whoa. I don't have.
All right.
Okay, I guess I am.
All right. Now, so we forgot to celebrate 30 episodes, but if you go back even more episodes, so like, I don't know, 10 to 15, we were really not a music heavy phase. And
So
people did
heavy.
not like it.
People
so
push back hard.
we are, people push back. It was almost our last episodes, but we're back and we're weaseling our way back in.
I know for a fact those people aren't even listening anymore. So
No, they're not.
New Rat Pack loves music, and they're about to get so much
they
more.
do. Yeah, they do. They love it. So
I love that we've talked so much about the music and not the fact that we're about to play Are You Smarter Than Redacted?
Redacted.
Live on Until We Agree with Matt and Tyler. I'm excited. This is cool.
Yeah. So this is how this is going to work. In front of me, I have 113 Are You Smarter Than a Redacted quotes or questions.
113.
Now, here's the thing. We're not going through all 113. I'll probably skip ones that are like really easy, or the ones that require images,
Okay.
because this is an audio format. But
Yeah.
what we are going to do is it's going to be 10 per grade. So we're going to
I have to answer 50 questions?
We'll see how it goes, all right?
Okay, I'm going to rapid fire.
Just chill.
I'm-
You'll probably fail anyways.
No, I'm
so
super.
you have to get
dude,
7.
Dude,
you have to get
what
7.
the heck?
You have to,
I'm
because
super.
they're all. They're probably. I don't know what level they technically are, so I'm just gonna make them up. And so we're gonna start at first grade.
Dude,
You're
I'm super smart.
May I
don't
explain
know-
the rules, please?
I get it. I had to answer
May I
questions. Yeah,
Bro,
fine.
but there's a format, and I'm trying to explain to you after you beg me for content.
Dude, don't make it sound like. Also, don't say that we planned this 10 minutes before the episode started recording
Bro,
either. Say we planned this 3 days ago. What do you mean
we?
What do you mean we? What are you even
Me, bro,
doing?
me.
What are you even doing during the week? I posted first on TikTok every single week because you've been slacking the entire week. By the way, we're
Bro, I
crushing
don't
on
even. My company doesn't even use Slack. So good
Shut-
try.
Boo,
However,
boo.
boo,
Yeah.
yeah, boo. However,
Dude.
you have to answer 10 questions. Now, 7 of them moves you to the next grade,
Okay,
right? You have to get 7 right.
sure.
If you answer less than 7 correct, failed on the spot.
And then we're just done.
And then I guess we're just done. Hopefully, or we can restart the grade. We'll see how long this
Dude,
takes.
it's
I
gonna
really
take
have no idea.
50 questions is long.
No, they're easy, quick questions.
Okay,
bro.
well, let's get into it then.
Let's get into it. Okay. So, your first grade question. Density describes the mass of an object divided by what?
This is first grade? We learned
That's what I was saying. It doesn't describe the level, and you're stalling, and that's sad because this is a pretty easy one. You know this.
Wait, I didn't even. I blanked on the word dense. I stopped listening at density. That's not a first grade question. What was the question again?
Density describes the mass of an object divided by what? Oh, no.
Mass divided by.
Dude, you've got this.
Oh, volume.
Yeah,
Volume.
bro.
Okay,
one,
dude. Okay, I'm locking in. I'm locking in.
Lock in.
I
All
wasn't
right,
ready
true-
for that level of question.
Bro, the next one's a true or false.
Those are the worst ones. Okay, let's do it.
True or false? Crawfish are fish.
I would say no. Aren't they like whatever crabs are?
Bro, it is false. They are crustaceans. 2 for 2.
Let's go. I know.
This one-
I knew the word crustacean too. I just didn't want to flex.
I'll come back. I'm going to skip this one because it's too easy, but I'll come back and we'll
can
touch
I get one easy one? This is first
Bro,
grade.
you're 2 for 2.
Dude,
No, we'll come back to this
these
one
have
and
been-
you'll understand why I skipped it.
These have been
The
notably
U.S.
difficult.
Naval Academy is located in what city?
Annapolis, Maryland. Bro, grow up.
Why do you know that?
Grow up,
Why
dude.
do you
Come
know
on,
that?
son. You
Why
thought
do
you
know
really
that?
thought you could give me. This is not first
All right.
grade, though.
3 for 3.
Bro,
Costa Rica borders 2 countries. Nicaragua is one of the countries. What is the other?
Costa Rica. Okay, this is like my specialty.
What?
Geography.
No, I got it. But like, okay, then answer the question.
Can I think for 1 second? I'm trying to remember where Costa Rica is. I think it's towards the bottom. And
Wait, I'm sorry. The man who just said geography is my specialty just said, I'm trying to remember where Costa Rica is.
Okay, no, I'll admit it now. Latin America, Middle America is like the hardest. I really struggle with like Central America. I think it's the one that touches Panama, though.
Is that your final answer?
Shoot, I guess.
Dude, killing it. 4 for 4.
Dude, everyone listening is saying these are not first grade level questions, but
and nobody cares because they don't come with levels. That's why I said we're going through this. And guess what? You're not in first grade. You're a 27-year-old man.
Why is it
you
not?
should be able to answer these.
Yeah, and I am,
hey,
but like.
No, you are, but this is not how
do
this
they
works.
get? But they don't get harder. They all are like.
No, they all should be about this level.
Okay. I can live with that.
Chance.
I can live with that.
Okay, which of the following is not, all caps, an official language of Switzerland? German, Italian, or Spanish?
Spanish. Grow up. Come on.
That's the easiest question of all time.
I appreciate it, though. I think a few easy ones are fair.
This one has art, but I think I'm going to try my best to describe the piece to you.
Bro doesn't know about Annapolis, Maryland. Come on, man.
I didn't know that one. What is the name of the following painting by Norwegian artist Edvard Munch? Or Munch. So it's like a man on a pier. And he's in a black robe.
Stupid.
And there's water behind him, it seems, and it's all swirly.
Starry Night? I don't know, dude. I couldn't name this.
I'm not going to count this against you because if I describe to you what it was, it would just, the name of it's The Scream, and you've seen it before, but I can't describe it to you because it would give it away. So I'm not going to count that one against you unless I should.
Thanks, I guess.
All right. A word, phrase, or sequence that reads the same forwards and backwards is called a what?
Oh no.
You know this. Come on, man.
Palindrome.
Dang, bro, you do know this.
That one was one that like you kind of like know, but it like sits in the back of your brain. You have to pull it out. Yeah.
Right, according to the U.S. Constitution.
Is that not 7? Have I not gotten done with this grade yet?
Is that 7? No, that was 6, I believe.
Okay, so I only need one more.
We didn't count the Scream, right?
Yeah.
So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6. According to the U.S. Constitution, the president is part of which of the 3
executive
branches of government?
Come on, son.
Easy.
Okay.
7 to 7. That's a first good question. Now, we're going to take it back to question 3 that I did not.
Does this start for the next grade? Can I get a bonus?
What does that mean?
Like, can I just, if this is easy, I would like it to count for my next grade since I'm already into 2nd grade now.
No, it doesn't count like that.
Okay, that's fine. Let's hear it.
What is the 2-letter abbreviation for the word doctor?
DR.
Yeah, that's the question I skipped. I think for good reason.
You know what? That's fair. And thank you for doing this, by the way. I may not get through all these questions, but this is I think people are gonna listen to this episode and say, "Wow, Matt knows a thing or two." So thanks.
Sharp as a tack, even.
Dude, thanks, man. I'll get you something that you can look good on too next week. That's a promise I have for you. But
I'm scared of that. But
I'm also bragging a lot. I have 40 questions to go.
Yeah, bro just graduated 1st grade and he is on top of the world. All right. Here you go. First question of 2nd grade.
Okay.
What is the capital of Russia?
Moscow. No, wait, no. Yes, Moscow.
Final answer?
For some reason, I think it's St. Petersburg, but I don't think it is. I think it's just Moscow. I'm going to do Moscow.
1 for 1.
Okay.
1 for 1. What is... No, I can't do that one. That was too easy, too. What is the tallest mammal on Earth?
The tallest mammal on Earth?
Mm-hmm. Not including me.
Well, yeah, you're one of the smaller humans on Earth. Are we talking? I would say the answer.
We're talking mammals.
I would say the answer is probably a gray whale. But I think they probably measure that one left to right instead of up and down, which I think they should measure it up and down. Is it? I think it's fair. The answer is gray whale, frankly, but that's not what the answer is, right? Are you there?
You're just going to answer the question.
No, you had to tell me if is it a land animal?
I do not have to tell you a single thing. That's
because the answer should be gray whale or blue whale, whichever one of the whales is bigger. But I think they measure Fine, I'm gonna say gray whale.
Eh.
What'd they say? Stupid like giraffe or something?
Yeah, it's giraffe.
No, that's not true though, because if you it just depends on how you measure a fish, a fish mammal.
So you are 1 for 2.
Whatever.
In the second grade.
Whatever.
1
fine.
for 2 in
Whatever.
the second grade.
Whatever. I knew it was giraffe, but I think it's fair to ask that question because it depends on how it's being measured. Anyways.
Who was the first person to step on the moon? I'll give you an easy one.
Oh, it was Neil Armstrong, I guess.
Yep, 2 for 3.
I couldn't name any other astronauts who's been on the moon.
What is the
so.
process of a caterpillar turning into the butterfly called?
I almost said photosynthesis, but I'm pretty sure that's not what that is. That is shoot, this one's a bad one. Metamorphosis.
Dude, nice. 3 for 4.
That one
What is
didn't
the
feel right.
capital of Australia?
Oh, people are gonna say it's Sydney, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not. I think it's it's like a smaller one. It's like it ends in like Barry, I think. Right? Bury. It's like
you don't get any hints.
this is a
You're in
hard
the second grade.
No, this is a hard one because it's like there's a lot of cities in Australia, and I don't know which one it is. I like know it. It's
Keep moaning like that. I think you might think of it.
It's
What
like
was that?
it's like
Oh,
dude,
get
don't.
that out of my ear, dude.
I'm
What was
thinking
that?
it's like Canberra. It's something. It's like Canberra or something.
I'm gonna give it to you.
What is it?
Canberra.
Well, I would give it to me too because I said that. Let's go. Are you kidding me?
I thought you were gonna say Canberry, and I was so excited to correct you on that, but you didn't.
The word that came to mind was cranberry, and I was like, it can't
Right.
be cranberry, but it's like not far off from that.
All right, so you're.
Let me
you're
put you
4
on
for
to
5.
Australian geography for 1 second. Come on.
Okay, you're 4 for 5, and we're skipping a few because they're really easy. In classical music, what instruments usually comprise a string quartet?
A string quartet. I'm gonna put violin on there. Cello. I feel like maybe like the viola's in there. And then what's the other one? I don't think it's like a bass. But it's like the bigger one. That's not the cello. Maybe. Am I 3 for 3 right now?
Yep.
Ooh. It's cello, bass. I might have to just guess bass because I can't remember what the other one's called. There's like one that's like I thought there was like one between the cello and the bass, or one that's like smaller than a cello. But I'm going to say bass.
So close, because here's the thing: there's nothing in between a cello and a bass. However, it's 2 violins, a viola.
Oh,
and a cello.
it is 2 violins. You're actually so right. I know you know that, but okay.
Yeah. So, on the periodic table, which element is represented by the letter N?
I almost said nicotine. Nitrogen.
Jeez, this guy's addicted.
Come
All right.
on, son. What, addicted to being cool? Yeah. Is that 7 yet? 6 for 8, I think.
I believe you're 6 for 8. Yes.
Let's
If a
get
backyard is 50 feet long and 20 feet wide, how many square feet is the yard?
50 by 20, so I had to do 50 times 20, which should just be 1,000, I think. 1,000.
Boom.
1,000
All
square
right,
feet.
we're moving to 3rd grade.
Ooh.
All right.
Only missed
All right,
2.
speed round,
Not
speed-
bad. Yeah.
speed round,
Let's
third grade.
cook. Let's cook.
All right. How many feet are there in 75 yards?
How many feet are there in 75
5,
yards?
4.
No.
3.
That's math. Hold on. 225.
Beautiful.
Whew.
What gas do humans need in order to live?
Oxygen. I mean, probably a lot. Oxygen, though.
Yes, but when I was reading that, I thought the same thing. Like, I feel like there's more
I think
than just oxygen.
we probably need nitrogen.
Nitrogen's-
hydrogen?
I think nitrogen, I believe, is the most common gas in the. I believe it takes up like 71% of the environment, right? Anyways,
I think you're thinking of I forgot.
'cause
Argon.
it's a noble gas.
Yeah.
Those are both noble gases.
Come on, son.
Anyways, let's see. We're getting to easy ones. I gotta.
That's okay.
In colonial America, what was the Sugar Act?
colonial America. What was the Sugar Act? And like, what capacity are we talking here? Like, it's
What are
like
you
it was like
talking
it was
about?
like a tax.
I'm asking you what it is. What do you
It was
mean?
like a
I'm
tax.
asking you in what capacity?
It was a tax thing, but like, is that what they're looking?
Sure, yeah.
It's a tax thing. It's like a tax on sugar, and like other like good like cooking goods, and it was like a whole thing where it's like we no taxation without our representation. You know?
I just don't know if I can give that one to you, you know?
What's the answer?
A tax on molasses and wine.
Well, why would it be called the Sugar Act then? That should be the
One for
Molasses
two.
and Wine Act. That's
Which
so
general
stupid.
led U.S. troops during the Vietnam War?
Oh, I don't know. George H.W. Bush? I don't know.
Nope, General William Westmoreland. So you are now 1 for 3.
I'll be honest, would have never pulled that one. Give me because you're not giving me the easy ones. Give me some of the.
I'm
easy
just going down the
ones.
list now. I
You
haven't
said-
skipped any.
You said there's a.
How
a
much
couple
is
easy
14
ones.
times 5?
Ooh. Okay. 14 times
This is
5.
easy.
So 12 times 5 is 60. So I'm going to say 70.
Yeah, but I would have done that differently. But I mean, same idea. I would have just done 5 times 10 and then 5 times 4. But I guess
I
that
don't know. 12. I've just that's like one of those like
You
one
can
of those
do that.
formulas that I
Yeah,
just like
you can do that.
memorized is like 12 times 5
Yeah.
is 60. Just
It makes sense, too.
checkpoints.
All right, we are 2 for 4. One and you only really have one more until it gets a little dicey. So the Tropic of Capricorn
Give me
lies
some
in which
easy ones.
hemisphere?
It's I have like a weird way of remembering this one too. This one is in the southern hemisphere.
Okay. Who invented the light bulb?
Well, I mean, if we want to get into deep history,
Okay.
the answer they're looking for is probably Thomas Edison. Hold on,
And we don't
I'm
want to hear anymore.
thinking-
So that's 4.
Yeah, 4 for 6. Okay.
What are the large rocks that orbit the sun between Mars and Jupiter called?
Are you looking for just asteroids or the asteroid belt?
Asteroids.
Okay, then I'll also take that. I'll say
5
asteroids.
for 7.
This is a great
We
idea.
have to
I'm
skip
cooking.
this one. During World War II,
Why do we just skip
on
it?
the day known as D-Day,
Okay.
at what location did Allied troops invade Europe? You know this.
It's Normandy, France, on a beach in Normandy.
The answer we are looking for is beaches of Normandy, France. So that is 6.
I
Out of 8.
would say I probably said something similar.
How many adjectives are in there in this sentence? And I'm only going to read the sentence once.
Can you tell me when it starts?
Then the next words after I say, hold on. No, not hold on, but like,
Maybe after a hit it Hutch.
You know what?
okay, hit it, Hutch.
You know what?
Billy made a rude noise in class.
Billy made a rude noise in class. There's just one.
Beautiful. 7. We're on the 4th
All
grade.
right, let's go. This is exciting. This feels good.
What is the plural form of the word deer?
Ooh, no. I think it's just deer.
Nice one.
Okay.
You
You don't want to miss the first one in a grade. That's
no,
tough.
you don't. You don't. You want to get off to a hot start.
Does not set the tone. Okay.
What is the longest river in the United States?
Oh, people are going to say it's the Mississippi, but they would be wrong. I can't remember which one it is, though. It's either the Missouri or the Colorado. But I can't. Oh, no.
Would you like somebody to chime in and give you a 50-50?
Do I get 50-50s?
Sure. Well, for this one, we'll give you a 50-50.
Okay, I think I know what the 50-50 is going to be.
It's the Missouri or the Colorado.
Okay. Oh, why would it be the Missouri? No one talks about the Missouri, but for some reason I feel like it might be. But I don't think it is. I feel like I have to go Colorado. I'm going to go. Oh, but I think it might be the Missouri. But I think it's the Missouri, though. But I'm going to go. I'm going to go with the. Oh, I don't know. Was that moan better?
The next thing you say is the next thing you say is the final answer. Go. Bro's gonna have to cut something out because he's been silent for 10 seconds.
Missouri.
That's 2.
Let's go. Oh,
What is the
man.
clinical name for the thigh bone?
Oh shoot. Okay. I think it's the thigh bone is the hardest bone to break, and I'm pretty sure that's the Femur.
3.
Ooh.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Oh shoot. It's Michelangelo or Da Vinci. I'm
Hold
confusing
on, we're
myself.
talking 50-50?
Yeah, give me
We're talking
50-50.
All right, it's Michelangelo or Da Vinci.
I am burning my lifelines. Why am I getting confused now? I think it's Da Vinci.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
4.
Oh, okay.
All right, between 1 and 100, how many multiples of 7 are odd numbers?
Well, let's go through it. 7, 21, 35, 49, 63, I think. And then there's one more probably. So 6?
There's 7, unfortunately.
What?
Sorry about that. You had it, but then you skipped 3 for some reason. You said it's 7, 21, 35,
Okay.
49,
63.
63, 77,
77. You're
and
right.
then 91.
You're right. I just skipped 77. I went straight from 63 to 91 or whatever.
So there you go. There's 7.
4 for
so
5.
You are 4 for
Okay.
5.
Okay, that's fine. That was
Who was
bad.
the first American in space?
Elon Musk? I don't have this
Would you like to
answer.
give-
I don't have it.
Okay,
I don't have
That's 4 for 6. Alan Bartlett Shepard Jr.
I always get him and his father mixed up. So I wasn't.
Which Civil War battle took place the farthest north?
His father's an accountant. I learned this from The Office. It's the Battle of Gettysburg, but it's only because Dwight says it's the Battle of Shroot Farms, just slightly more north. But it's the Battle of Gettysburg.
St. Albans Raid in Vermont. So you are now 4 for 7.
No way. In Vermont?
Yeah, you're 4 for 7
No,
now, right?
no, that's not true. That's
I-
not true.
Bro,
there's-
BuzzFeed.com says it is.
They're wrong. Alvin's Raid?
Albans. St.
Albin's
Albans.
Raid.
Bro, you're trusting
You're
the
telling
office.
you're
Here's the
telling
thing.
me the Confederate Army got up to Vermont. It didn't go anywhere else, but it got to Vermont.
They might have.
Look, I'm looking that one up. I'm challenging that one. Albin's Raid. There's nothing. What? How do you spell this?
I just furthest north battle Civil War, St. Albans Raid, took place on October 19th, 1860. Oh, we're coming up on a year, or not a year, quite a few years, but we're
This
coming up on.
this
what,
is
160?
not. This is Confederate irregulars
You are
infiltrated
4 for 7.
from
We need to move
Canada.
on. We need to move on.
That's
We need to move on.
crazy.
Who was president of the United States before George H.W. Bush? You can't mess up now.
I think it was just Ronald Reagan. I'm gonna say Ronald Reagan.
Oh my goodness, you're crumbling. It was Bill Clinton. You just failed.
Before George H.W. Bush?
George W. Bush.
Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. You said George H.W. Bush. Run it back.
Okay, we are gonna cancel that question, even though I don't think I said that. We'll let the listeners go.
That one's an
What is
easy
the
one. You know I would have
smallest
gotten
fish?
that one.
What is the smallest fish in the world?
Bro, these are getting stupid. I don't know. Minnows?
Okay, 5.
Really? That's
Whose
the answer.
picture? It was dwarf minnow, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I would take it.
How many inches are there in 2 yards?
Shoot. Let me think. Inches in 2 yards. So I think there's 36 inches in a yard. So if we double that, is that 72? I'm gonna say 72.
That's 6.
This is a must-get answer, right? This is the last one.
Yep. What is the capital of New York City?
The capital of New York City?
And by New York City, I mean, what is the capital of New York? I feel like I butchered that question. So
Yeah. I don't think the
it's
answer
not New
is
York City.
The answer is not
either.
New York City. I will say that,
I
though.
was hoping I was going to trick you and have it be New York, but I
you
apologize
can't.
for butchering that question.
You can't. If it's not the Battle of Albion's Farm in Vermont, you can't
What
get
are
me.
what are the
The
3
answer's-
states of matter?
What? Solid liquid gas. Why did I not get to say Albany, though?
It is Albany. Nice. But okay, so that's 7. What grade are you in now?
The grade before 6th grade. Redacted grade, I believe.
And you hardly know her. You're a blank grader, but you hardly know her.
Okay.
Anyways, what country has the longest border with the United States?
You gotta think Canada. I'm gonna go Canada.
Boom, 1 for 1. How many times does 49 divide into 7?
Let's say 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds too easy.
Too many multiples of 7 questions. You're not gonna get me twice on them.
What whole number is the closest to the square root of 65?
The square root of 69 is 8 something. I'm trying to work it out. It's 8 something. 8.
What whole number?
8.
Okay.
Come on, son.
Nice.
Ever heard of Drake?
No, I have.
Yeah.
Uh,
One of his.
okay. Thank you. How many nouns are in the following sentence?
Okay.
And I will only say the sentence once.
Okay.
Hit it, Hutch.
You know what it
No, dude.
The rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad.
The rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad. The answer is 3.
And what are the nouns?
Is that part of the question?
The answer has it, so sure.
Rabbit cafeteria salad.
Beautiful.
I get an extra strike now?
No. If a
Oh.
car is traveling at 40 miles per hour, how long will it take to go 190 miles? I used to hate these questions.
It feels like this was too many questions. What was the question?
If a car is traveling at 40 miles per hour, how long will it take to go 190 miles?
40 miles an hour, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well that one's easier than some of them. So in 4 hours it would go 160 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So it would take 4 hours and 45 minutes.
Nice.
Come on,
Is
son.
that 5? That was 5 already?
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. Let's win this bad boy.
Okay. Since the late 1930s, what calendar date has been designated for the inauguration of a United States president?
Ooh. It's like January 20th. January 20th.
Nice.
Come
All right,
on.
one more,
Okay.
One more.
Let's win this
One
bad
more.
boy.
What revolutionary leader wrote the influential Common Sense in 1776?
Let
Bring
me
us
put you
home.
on. Common Sense? That's Thomas Paine, is it not?
Dude, it is. You just nailed the blank grade.
I am so much smarter than any dumb kid out there. You think your kid's smart? Bring him to me and I'll teach him a lesson.
Do
Man,
not bring
that
your
feels
kids around
good.
Matt Howard.
No, I don't think I'm actually allowed near kids. But
Dang, you
that
killed
felt
that.
good. Yeah. Let's not talk about that thing about not being allowed near kids. I did really good at trivia. That was awesome.
No, that was awesome, man.
Man, wow, that feels good. And can I say what would maybe even feel even better? Because I'll get you doing something similar next week, just to flex a little bit for yourself. But until then, why don't we go into Q&A? Would you be down for that?
Yeah, and I just asked a bunch of questions, so why don't you ask me one?
Okay, I would love to. Brittany, my fiance, she doesn't have comments on Spotify yet. She's working on it. Everyone else should have comments on Spotify, so leave a comment if you want to be on Q&A. Follow us on Instagram at Until We Agree, and follow us on TikTok at Until We Agree too. That's where actually most of our magic is going on outside of the podcast, so check that out as well. But Brittany, with her words, said to me, "What days of the week are odd, and what days of the week are even?" And I know she stole this from another podcast, so whatever podcast did this first, we're not veering credit from this. We just don't know who you are also. So
I feel like it's pretty obvious, though.
yeah, it's super obvious.
Like, Monday's 1.
Yeah, well, I don't. You're right, and we're gonna say the same thing because I have Tuesday,
Thursday, and Saturday.
as even, and then Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday is odd. Just because like the vibe they give off, and then Sundays I don't really think are either. It just kind of is whatever. But it's just like Tuesday and Thursday especially feel like just like the radiance that like comes off of the words when you think about it just feels even, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's like all I can really say about it. But like that's just like my gut tells me. It's like when you say like what day of the week is like the color red and yellow, it's like that's Friday or Wednesday, you know? Like some things just mean certain things when you like think about them. Does that make sense? Everyone kind of associates different things, you know?
Yeah, like Tuesday, Thursday is like a cool blue.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Blue, and then like one's blue and one's purple, but it kind of depends on the week which one is which, you know?
Yeah, it could be whatever's happening those days.
Yeah. So like that's my thought. Do you have any other additional thoughts on that, or it seems like we're pretty aligned there?
No, that one's pretty nailed down, I'd say.
Yeah, it just feels comfortable to feel like that. Another question, Matt, wants to know, name a time when someone ended up being different than you thought they were. And I have a little story behind this question because this is kind of a deep question. So to give you some time to think about it,
Okay.
I'm going to explain why this question is here. So I wrote this question myself from Matt. I don't always do this, but I was at work or something during the week, and I was like, I thought of a story from like a past moment in my life that I would love to share on the podcast. And I was like, how can I like ease that story into existence on the podcast? I was like, oh, I know. Let me just do a Q&A to remind myself of that story, and then I'm going to retell the story on the podcast. So I wrote this question, but the mistake I made is the question only kind of slightly aligns with the story. And for the last 3 days, I wrote this on Thursday or Friday. So I think the last 2 days, I have been racking my mind trying to remember what the story I wanted to tell was. I've completely forgotten it. But I have this question now. I know I can't remember I cannot remember the story to save my life. And it's like one of those stories that like is really defining in my life. But for some reason I can't associate this question to what story I wanted to tell. And I kind of like blanked on it. I should have written this, like put a note of the actual story down, but I don't have it. I don't have it at all. So I had to come up with another answer today, just to like answer the question that I put in the Q&A, because we answer every Q&A that comes in. That's the rule. And so I have now forced upon myself to answer this Q&A question. So my answer to the question is, one of my friends had a baby recently. This baby doesn't do anything. I see on Instagram all the time, on Facebook, oh, this baby's the best. This baby's great. We love this baby so much. I met the baby. It doesn't do anything.
Just like low on activity.
It's low on activity. It's low at function too. Like it just, we like lost our minds when it like grabbed someone's finger. Like I've been doing that for years. I can do that. I can do that in my sleep. Probably.
That's part of the reason you're not allowed around kids too.
I don't give off a great vibe around kids, but that was just something that came to my mind to give an answer to this question. Is I'm going to try to remember I'm going to remember the story because it's kind of a fundamental story in my life, but right now I can't associate the story. I just kind of put that story in the back of my mind. I was like, once I read the question, I'll remember the story immediately. I can't remember the story right now. I don't remember what story I wanted to tell. The question doesn't make sense with the story, and I'm sorry about that. But one day you'll hear that story. It's a good one. I know it. I just need to remember that I know it. So that's my answer.
I have an answer.
Please
I'll
answer.
tell the story, and we can see. Because I don't want to say any names.
Okay.
But it's somebody. I don't even know if I remember their name, to be honest. Okay. However,
nice.
It was middle school, right?
Okay.
And like I started, I guess, hanging out with this like group at some point. And they were like parkour kids, right?
Yeah,
they were doing flips and stuff.
We know the kind.
And this is a fun story that not a lot of people know. With that group, actually, I lived in a condominium neighborhood.
Okay.
And we got in trouble once for running on the roofs of that neighborhood, and it apparently made a lot of noise, and then police patrolled the neighborhood for weekends on end.
No way.
So, yeah. It was like harmless, but it was like older people were in that neighborhood, so they thought we were like being creepy, which is absolutely not what was happening. But anyways.
But you did. So, I've heard the story before. You told me you were staring into their bedroom windows at night.
Okay.
So
no,
I think there's a debate for sure that maybe that was somewhat creepy. Nobody
was doing that.
Who was different than you thought they were though in that?
Well, one of them lived semi near me, and I just remember like it. I don't know if it's like they were different, but like I remember going to their house, and like it was like the last time I ever talked to them because it was just like they were weird. And you could tell by their house. And I didn't want to be there anymore, and I wanted to go home.
Yeah, was it like...
It's just the vibe was off, and
I always imagine, like, weird vibes, like, equating that to, like, having, like, not stuffed animals, but, like, what's the word? I'm blanking on the word. Taxidermy animals, like, in, like, your living room or something.
Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily like that, but it was, like, I don't know. You walk in, and you're like... I don't belong here.
Yeah, and like children are like juggling knives or something.
Right, yeah. Like they could have been, and it was that place was unsupervised.
Uh-huh.
I will add. So anything could have happened there.
The baby's head spins 360 degrees around.
Yeah, no. It was time to get out. So it wasn't like some like big character thing, I guess, where I like learned that they were a different person, but I was just like, oh, I don't think I belong here, and I
Sure.
will talk to you later. And then I
Yeah,
left.
and you didn't talk to him later for sure. It sounds like.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, but that's okay. Yeah, no, I think that's a great answer for the question. Kim also has a question, of course. Be like Kim, ask a question, and give us 5 stars. I'll do it. I'll beg. I've been begging for weeks. We've been doing good. We're announcing the winner of the giveaway in a few days, so that's exciting.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing about the giveaway. Right now, there's only 2 people entered.
No, don't say that. Say 100,000 people have entered.
No. That's why I'm saying it, because you have a great chance to win. Just do it.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, only 2 to 100,000 people have entered. So you have a great chance of winning the sticker. So go and enter. And just for us, give us 5 stars. I don't think we're asking for too much there. It'll never show up in your permanent record. You'll never know again that you gave us 5 stars, but we'll know it, and we really appreciate it. So if you're not sure, maybe you've been listening for a while and think you have given us 5 stars, just click over on that little rating on Spotify or on Apple and just see if you've given us 5 stars. And
screenshot it, send it in, and you're entered. That's all it
you're
takes.
entered. It's sick. And the stickers are so sick. Tax deductible and sick. So Kim has a sticker already. She's already given us 5 stars, but I gave her a sticker just because I think she's earned it by how invested she's been in the show.
Yep.
But she wants to know, what's the first book you remember reading?
And I have got this locked down. In kindergarten, I was obsessed with the Frog and Toad series.
Okay. Frog and Toad. Wait, I don't know the Frog and Toad series.
Dude, you definitely do. I remember, I believe there were a couple times I asked if I could stay in for recess to read these Frog and Toad books. And I will say, I think I was like a little quicker to learn how to read than some of the other kids in kindergarten. Mm-hmm. So I think it was more of like a flex than like I really just enjoyed reading. Like it was new and I was like flexing, like I'm going to stay in and read.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy your caveman activities outside. I'm gonna read like an elite.
Yeah, dude, I felt the same way in first grade.
You learned how to read in first grade?
No. I'm telling you my elite reading moment. No, dude, you just saw me do trivia. You know I can read. So in our elementary school, I guess you probably had it too. But AR points, did you have those?
Describe them. I don't know what that means.
It's like you would read a book and then you would take like a 10-question test on it, and if you got an 8 out of 10 on the test, you would get however many like every book had a different number of assigned points to it, and so you accumulate points by how many tests that you like completed, and then you would like
that does
rise
not
the
sound familiar to me.
Really? Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
That's surprising because we went to elementary school like half a mile apart from each other. But yeah, so AR points was a big thing for us, and you had to like earn the right. The books were tiered like in the library, and so you had to pass certain level books, like basic level books, before you can move up into the big stuff. And I was doing so good at AR points. I was already like an advanced L3 at this point, and that's big time. I was number one in the.
This sounds like a pyramid scheme.
No, it was sick though. It was sick though.
Go ahead.
But I was the very first grader who got to check out Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and that was my biggest flex ever because I walked into class after, because I got pulled out especially for it because I was doing so good at AR points that the librarian came in and said, "We're giving you the right to check out Harry Potter."
Wow, that's cool.
And I walked in. I was strutting. Oh, was I strutting into Miss Smith's first grade class? And everyone just like crowded around it. They couldn't read it because they couldn't keep up with my level, obviously. So they didn't know what the words meant. But they just knowing that it was a Harry Potter book was huge. And I passed the test. I got an 8 out of 10 on it. So
nice
got
job,
the error
man.
points for that one too. That's not the first book I remember reading though. The first book I know it wasn't the first book, but there was this book called No, David. Do you remember this book? It was like
no.
It was kind of like the art on it was kind of twisted. It was kind of weird. And there's this book about this like kid who like keeps breaking the rules, and everyone just goes, "No, David," and he gets really sad. And that was the whole book. Like,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. Yeah, you can look it up. It's pretty good. But that was the first one I can like actually remember reading.
What's the last book you read?
Probably Harry Potter.
When was that?
I feel like probably recently. I like Harry Potter, man. That's probably one of those things.
Probably recently.
Like within the last year. I take it back. I've read other books recently. I'm in the middle of reading books right now because I'm getting married And whenever you do like premarital counseling, they make you read books before you start premarital counseling on how to be
Oh.
married. And so I'm reading How to Be Married books right now.
Nice. Oh, well, your little AR point story reminded me.
Okay.
I mean, because you did coupon books, right?
Don't I know it? I still have a T-shirt from coupon book sales.
In 5th grade, I sold so many coupon books that I won an Xbox.
That's sick. Congratulations. It feels like
It might have been 6th grade, now that I think about it, but good.
But it feels like kind of like Dave and Buster's, where it's like you invest so much, and and in coupon books, you don't necessarily invest money. Other people invest money in it, but like you invest a lot of time and energy to sell that many coupon books. But like Dave and
Yeah, but
Buster's,
can you imagine as a 6th grader? And I already had
Dude,
an Xbox.
I hear you, man. No, I hear you. It's sick. It's just like the same principle in my head, where it's like, do you just buy an Xbox, or do you spend $1,000 or $2,000 at Dave and Buster's?
Right, but I didn't buy those coupon books. This is where the condominium full of old people come in.
Dude,
they love coupons.
Labor has a cost though, and you spent a lot of time and energy.
We got a real
selling
Karl
that.
Marx over here.
Karl Marx. That's, if anything, that's, I don't.
Bro's racking his brain right now. He has no idea.
Improv. The
Lonely,
dog
pooped
all
over
Tyler's
pants.
It
Was
definitely
sad.
and
We
went
to
the
mall
bathroom,
and
hit
it.
Hutch.
You know what?
Enjoy that bathroom, Hutch. Have a great week. We'll see you later.
Oh, thank you for listening.